Oh boy, the devs just shared some wild news about how scenarios and wipes are going to work in Once Human. There's a ton of info to dig into, so I took a little bit of time to break it all down for you and highlight the key points. Now, we've all seen how these two scenarios have played out so far. Just to recap, Manibus and Evolution's Call are just novice stages meant to get the ball rolling. The developers have promised to give players a variety of survival experiences and will be releasing updates to keep things interesting. And here's what they announced. In September, players will jump into some pretty intense faction battles. I'm not totally clear on what this is about, but it sounds like we could probably team up with some of the factions in the game, like the Vultures or Rosetta Corporation. Looking at the game's official website, this mentions that we can choose to join either the Rosetta Corp or the Mayflies. So I'm not completely sure how it'll all play out. We'll just have to wait and see. Then in October, there's a brand new map that's all about surviving in some seriously tough conditions. I'm thinking this could be the winter and the volcanic part of the Nalkut continent, as the post also talks about new survival mechanics that ramp up the challenge. Certain scenarios will introduce features that intensify the challenge of survival, such as harsher weather conditions or more demanding environments. I can't wait to see some actual survival gameplay. Sounds like the cold might be pretty challenging. They're also cooking up some scenarios that promise endless PvP action. I think open world PvP is something that a lot of us have been looking forward to. Not sure how base raining will work with this one, but I'm excited to see how it's going to play out. Also, they're planning to roll out a regular scenario the players can jump into at any time of the year. It looks like their major plan is the release of 4 new scenarios every year. Some will be on the same maps, but some also on totally different ones. We'll also get to deal with different types of enemies in dungeons too, with unique monsters popping up in every story. It'll be all about choosing the right gear and memetics to handle whatever comes our way. And apparently, even in the same scenario, you might run in different combinations of environments. So we'll need to be ready to adapt to all kinds of survival challenges. Pretty exciting, right? Now, each scenario takes place over a season, but the length of the season can change depending on what's going on in the scenario. Just like this time around, the new content will be rolled out gradually through the season stages as the server progresses. This means there will always be something new and exciting to explore. Once all the scenario content is unlocked and the season reaches its last phase, players can sign up for a new scenario, where you take all the cool stuff you've unlocked and kick off a brand new adventure. But apparently, you can also stick around the same server until the settlement phase wraps up, which usually lasts around 4 weeks in the current scenarios. Now, if you still haven't picked a scenario after the 4 weeks, the server you're on will wipe and your character will go back to Eternal Land. From here, you can keep playing and jump into new scenario whenever you're ready. I'm really looking forward to see what the new seasons will be and how they'll unfold. There's so much exciting stuff in the works and it all sounds amazing. Also, with all the confusion about wipes lately, the devs dropped some infographics that clear things up. They explain what stuff carries over into the new season and how it all works. Just a heads up, I do have another video on the channel that goes over the whole wipe thing in detail. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'll drop the link in the description. But if you're into these infographics, feel free to pause the video and take a deeper look. Right, so here it is. You get to keep all these items and perks from one season to next, just like that. No extra effort needed. So your character with all the cosmetics, name cards and titles, all the currencies except energy links, which will be converted to Astral Sand in Eternal Land. For some reason they call it material here, but they're listing all the currencies in the game. All your gear and weapon blueprints, blueprint fragments, weapon attachments, your mods including the mod components, and of course the food recipes. All your house blueprints and furniture formulas, the seasonal badges, friends lists and group chats. Main and side story tasks can be replayed again next season, but only if you wish to do so. All the other items in the second table will stay in your Eternal Land depot and can be carried over to the next season as long as they fit the new scenario's rules. This way, both new and veteran players will start fresh, keeping the competition fair in the new season. Just a heads up though, there's a limit on how many items you can bring with you. Before jumping into the new scenario, you'll start with a set amount of resource points. Every item you bring along will cost a certain number of these points, and the cost will differ based on the item. The number of resource points refreshes every time you join a new scenario. I'm really curious to see how much we can bring with us in the new season. But even if I couldn't bring anything, I really wouldn't mind it, as long as I got the blueprints and the mods. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty excited to see what's coming, and I can't wait to be on this journey. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the new seasons coming up. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to support my channel, drop a like and subscribe. If you want to chat with me or other members of the community, or even play a few games together, be sure to join my Discord server. We've got a warband set up in a PvP server, and it gets pretty intense on there. You can also drop by my Twitch live streams. I usually stream 4 days a week, and Once Human has basically hijacked my streams. I can't wait to hang out with you all. Thanks again, and have a great day.